Good morning, my recovery friend. Today we're going to get into courage to change. If you are in recovery for the very first time, welcome aboard. If you've been doing this for a while, welcome aboard. Let's do some prayer meditation work. Let's check out what courage to change has to say. And by the way, not representing any program, just working on my recovery here with you. And we shall be looking at some stuff that will help us deal with the reality of having a loved one that's in the grips of a disease, in the grips of alcoholism, or some of you might have somebody that is an addict in your life, or somebody with a behavioral addiction. So let's get right into it. One beautiful day, a man sat down under a tree, not noticing it was full of pigeons. Shortly, the pigeons did what pigeons do best. The man shouted at the pigeons as he stormed away, resenting the pigeons as well as the offered offending material. But then he realized that the pigeons were merely doing what pigeons do, just because they're pigeons and not because he was there. The man learned to check the trees for pigeons before sitting down. Active alcoholics are people who drink. They don't drink because of you or me, but because they are alcoholics. No matter what I do, I will not change this fact. Not with guilt, shouting, begging, distracting, hiding money, or bottles, or keys, lying, threatening, or reasoning. I didn't cause alcoholism. I can't control it, and I can't cure it. I can continue to struggle and lose, or I can accept that I am powerless over alcohol and alcoholism, and let Al-Anon help me to redirect that energy I've spent on fighting this disease into recovering from its effects. And then the daily reminder here is, it's not easy to watch somebody I love continue to drink, but I can do nothing to stop them. If I see how unmanageable my life has become, I can admit that I am powerless over this disease. Then I could really begin to make my life better. It stands to reason. Oh, here's the quote. It stands to reason that a change in us will be a force for good that will help the entire family. And addiction, alcoholism is a family disease. It's a family disorder. If you want, it's a sin or sins that family has to deal with. So, also, I like the 3 C's right here. This is very helpful. The 3 C's are, I didn't cause alcoholism. That's the first C, cause. I can't control it, second C. And I can't cure it. That's the third C. Now, I think I remember when I was young, I remember pouring out all my dad's booze. When I was really young, when I was really angry at him for something. And I remember making a vow to never drink. I remember making a vow to never be like my alcoholic father. And I know a lot of people have done that as well. Some people just completely stay away from alcohol. Some people just live out the same experience that their family lived. It doesn't matter which road we go down. It's important to deal with our own stuff at a certain point. Now, the alcoholic drinks, or the addict uses because they're an alcoholic, because they're an addict. They will often blame you because that's a part of of alcoholism or drug addiction, rationalization, justification, and excuse making, blaming. If you only did the right thing, or if you only listened to me, if you didn't make me upset, I wouldn't have to drink or use. I'm drinking because of you. It's your fault. You did this to me. They will say all those kind of things. That's a part of the sick thinking and sick ideas, or maladaptive thinking and maladaptive ideas. That's a part of the obsession aspect of the disease of alcoholism, the immature emotions and the obsession working together to blame you. And as people that want to be helpful, we want to be supportive to our loved ones. We often take it on like, oh yeah, if I only tried harder, he wouldn't drink. If I only did more, this wouldn't be happening. So we get caught in this never-ending cycle of trying to develop ourselves and do everything right. And it's like walking on eggshells in the house. It's like I have to try to do everything right in order for my loved one not to flip their lid and go drink or go use. That is not a pleasant way of living. And thankfully, now that I'm working on myself, now that you're working on yourself as a way to deal with this, and not working on the alcoholic or working on the addict, but turning the mirror back to myself and working on myself and my relationship with God most of all. That comes first, last, and everywhere in between. Working on that makes all the difference. And the hope is that it changes the family. Now, how long does this take? Maybe years, maybe decades. My dad is still drinking in his elder years, and I wish that my work on myself would be more impactful. But I got to remember that working on me and taking care of myself is the number one thing. That even after a long time of personal development, being in recovery programs, I still got to remember that I can't control it, or I didn't cause it. I can't control it, and I can't cure it. All right, y'all. Well, that'll be it for the Courage for Change today. Don't leave before the miracle happens. I will see you all the next time. Bye.